What's up, you guys? I'm actually gonna do a different kind of video today because I was tagged by the Traveling Clat. What's up, dude? To do the Wanderlust Tag. I have no idea why I have so much trouble saying that. This background is so boring behind me because I'm in a hotel room right now because I'm actually on a little vacation. But let's just get right into these questions. Where was your first plane ride to? When I was younger, my family used to go on trips a lot, but we drove everywhere because my dad liked seeing the scenery and like the countryside of where we were and stuff, and I enjoy that still to this day. So I guess my first plane ride was probably to Arkansas, probably, to visit some of my dad's family. I don't really remember it, but I've been on a plane at least like 10 times since then. Where have you traveled to that you'd like to travel to again? When I was with the Army, I was stationed in Washington State, and I really loved being so close to it, but it kind of was still traveling, I guess. And it was like 40 to 45 minutes away was Seattle, and I loved it in Seattle. Like, I mean, I know it's like people, like it's dreary and like all these things, but that just adds to like the beauty of it. And pretty much anywhere in Washington that's like in that northwestern side of Washington, like I want to go to again. I loved it there. Everything about that was amazing. What are 3 of your must-have travel items? I'm assuming that my car doesn't count, so other than that, my 3 must-have travel items obviously is my laptop, my camera, and my cell phone. I guess mostly I gotta agree with Traveling Clat, dude, because you need those 3 things. Like your cell phone acts as like in emergencies, and like a GPS. Like the phones are incredible nowadays, and I don't know where I'd be without those 3 items right now. Like I'm so big on YouTube and everyone just watches me, like I don't know where I'd be without them. Where do you want to visit next? This is probably like the hardest question out of all of these, but I mean, what do you gauge your response on? Like, I mean, I want to visit so many places, like I mean, obviously there's probably going to be somewhere like in the United States that I'm going to visit next, because I mean, let's get real, come on it's just like easier access for me because I live in America, but I really want to go to London. Like everything about London. Like I just want to go. Can I go? Do you have an interesting I'm lost story? This, I'm gonna have to say, is when I was in Haiti. We didn't really have like GPSs out there when we were out there, when I was out there with the Army. And we had to rely on like this civilian piece of equipment that was like this big. And it was like all we had, and we had to find this like helipad, or a space that we can clear out for a helipad. And I was like with communications, so we had to like set up a communications tower there and stuff. And on our way there, it's like was next to like one of the most famous hotels there. I don't know what it's called, but it was like completely in shambles. And we had to like drive up a switchback, like when you're hiking and you go like up a switchback to go back up to get down or whatever. It was one of those, and we were like, what the fuck, how can I go this direction? But yeah, it was like in the middle of Port-au-Prince, and it was nuts. We were lost for like an hour. It was crazy. Where would you travel just to eat the food? Honestly, this kind of has to be a tie, because I really love Indian food. And I mean, a lot of Indians like move to America, and so there's like a lot of authentic Indian restaurants here in this country. But I think nothing would beat it actually going to the country where it's from, or like Rome in Italy, like just to taste like actual pizza from where it came from. Because in Italy it's like pizza is more based on like the sauce than cheese, which would kind of be disappointing, but then I think like the sauce would make up for it because I love cheese. Is there a place that you would never go again? I guess it would just have to be like the in-between cities that are kind of known but kind of not, like in Texas. like Odessa or Amarillo, because you know what's fun to do in those cities? Pack up and get the hell out, because there's nothing fun to do. If you could take one person to travel with you, who would it be? And I mean, obviously it's gonna be my girlfriend Raina. Like, for some reason, like, I mean, I enjoy things when I do them by myself, you know what I mean? But with her, it's like, she makes it so much more interesting and like keeps me on my toes, and I love her for it, and I would take her. But if it wasn't her, I would have to go with, if it could be anyone, maybe Louie, for Fun for Louie, because, I mean, why wouldn't you? But that's just if Raina wasn't in my life. Window, aisle, or middle seat? Window, obviously. Traveling Clat, me and you are the same. Why in the hell would you get on an airplane and not want to sit on the window seats or have it closed if you were sitting at the window seat? Like, dude, you're 30,000 feet up in the air. Like, why would you not want to, like, take in everything that you can being up that high? Because humans weren't meant to fly, and that's the only way that we can. Like, why would you not take advantage of that? Why? Why? And last, but certainly not least, question number 10. How do you pass time on an airplane? To be completely honest, I know a lot of people have, like, crazy anxiety about being on an airplane, but for some reason, like, as soon as I feel that the plane takes off and we're, like, level in the air, you know what I mean? Like, I'm knocked out. Like, I fall asleep. It's not even difficult at all for me to do that, and I don't even remember it. I'll wake up with, like, maximum, like, 30 minutes left on the flight to wherever I'm going. But then again, I've never flown overseas anywhere, really. I mean, I went to Haiti, but, I mean, that's, come on, it's Haiti to America. Like, that's not that far from each other. But it's, I'm sure if I was flying overseas, I'd have to figure out something to do, but I haven't had that experience yet, so I guess I'll just cross that bridge when I get there. And now the rule is that I gotta tag somebody, and the only person I could think to tag, because, like, he only made one so far, but it was awesome, and I think it'd be really interesting to hear him, is Armin. He lives in Austria. He runs the channel Greatest Cookie. Go check him out. I'll link him below. But dude, I tag you. I hope this gave some sort of insight into what I want to do when it comes to travel, because that's like what I want to make this channel completely about. But thank you guys, as always, for watching. Now get out in the world, do something creative. Later.